Okay. Very good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the one more session on the public speaking and speak with power. And after content, would like to know something about remaining aspects from our resource person, Satish Karu. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So, good morning, friends. So, welcome back. And as usual, type 3 in the chat box if you can see me, hear me, and if you can see my slide. Very good. Good. So, friends, let's do a quick recap and we'll continue from there. So, we are trying to learn the art and science of public speaking, how to speak with power on stage, off stage, online, whichever way you want to speak. Now, to speak with power, we have to learn and master 4 phases: the king phase, the introduction, the core content, and the ending, right? So whether you're speaking for 5 minutes or for 1 hour for a full day, even if you're a world-class speaker, this is the format, right? The king phase is even before you start speaking, a few things to do so that we have a pause to snap judgment, then how to do introduction with a bang, how to hold the audience enthusiasm while doing the core content, and how to end it with a great climax. So that's what we need to learn. Good news, we already finished the king phase. Now you know what to do even before you start speaking to have a positive snap judgment. We also finished the introduction part. We know how to introduce effectively. We learned what not to do. We also learned 12 great ways how to do great introduction, and a bonus topic called ABC also. Now we are learning the core content delivery, right? So friends, content, okay, once you finish introduction with a bang, you get the audience connected to you. You should not get them disconnected, right? And the core content is the largest portion of your speech, and in that portion you have to hold the enthusiasm of your audience. Now how do you do it? You can do it if you master 3 power factors. So we talked about it in the last session. There are 3 power factors when the core content is delivered. The first one is called the quality and relevance of your content. That will hold the audience, the quality and relevance of your content. The second one is your body language, and the third one is your vocal variety. All right, and among these 3, surprisingly, body language has a higher weightage compared to the remaining ones. So that's why last week we started learning about body language. Correct? So any questions so far? Type in the chat box, please. So we started with the body language. And I told you, when it comes to body language, there are 3 lessons we need to learn in body language. Lesson 1, we'll be talking about gestures in body language. Lesson 2, the 5 primary areas. And lesson 3, using the mic effectively. Gestures versus body language, we understood that gestures are to be used when the audience are not able to visualize what you're trying to say to them. And in public speaking, we can use soft gestures while telling them a story or something like that, right? And then we understood there are 5 primary areas of body language. The first one is hands, then legs, then we have the eyes, and then shoulders, and then smile. We already spoke about the hands, and I asked you to look at your version 1.0 and observe your body language. When it comes to hands, I told you that your hands provide you visual support. If you don't want to look panicked on the stage in the way you use your hands, there are a few things we learned what not to do first with your hands. What not to do is 1, don't fold your hands. 2, don't keep them in the pockets. And 3, don't play with the buttons. 4, don't do hand wash. And 5, don't play with the mic. Then what to do with your hands? 3 simple rules. 1 is called the open palm method. 2 is called the torso effect. And 3 is called the parking position. Right? Good. So you know what open palm method is? This open palm helps to build trust with the audience faster. Then the torso effect is keeping your hand on the stage. Keep your hands outside the torso. The more they're outside, the more powerful you look on the stage. The only exception is when you're on a video, keep your hands within the torso. Right? And then we learn the parking position. This is called the global authority position. When you're not using open palm, when you're not using the torso effect, the best place to keep your hands is as seen on the slide, like that, which is a parking position. In this position, your body feels relaxed and the smooth happens in a smoother way. So, and then we talked about eyes. Friends, if someone can type in the chat as to till where did we learn in the last session? Okay, can anyone type in the chat box? Among the 5 primary areas, we finished hands. Did you finish eyes? Did you finish legs? Okay, so using mic. Okay, so done. Good. So we're done with. Oh, we also learned how to use a mic. Is it fantastic? So we're done with the body language. So then let's do a quick recap. Okay, so eyes. I told you when it comes to eyes, I told you the best way you can use your eyes is. I told you what to avoid with your eyes. You stop looking at the ceiling, the recalling portion, stop doing it, and stop staring at one particular person. Also stop staring at the VIP. What to do with your eyes, how to practice the perfect eye contact. When you change the sentence, you change the person, and if possible use your nod, heading nod, and that helps you. And what else you can do with your eyes? I told you, you cannot feel the speed of the plane when you're inside the plane. The same way you cannot see what your eyes are doing when you're on the stage. So that's why the best thing you can always do is always shoot a video, right? The third thing we talked about is soft toys. I said, whenever you practice at home, please make sure you have soft toys so you learn eye contact better. The fourth thing is look into the lens, right? So that way your eyes can be more in your control without wandering here and there. And then we talked about legs. I said there are two kinds of people, the one who don't move on the stage and the others who love to move on the stage. Now, in either case, I told you that there are 3 things you can follow. The first one is called the power position. The second one is called the red, yellow, green. And the third one is called walk into 10%. Now, coming to power position, the 45-degree funnel is what we talked about, right? Remember the 45-degree funnel? So wherever you stand, if you have 45-degree funnel, you draw, and if the audience are inside the funnel, you'll have more impact on the audience. The only concern, the best place for that is the middle of the stage, but the concern is you'll block your own PowerPoint. So the best position is either move to right or move to left and tilt a little so that the funnel covers everyone. Which side to move depends on the light on the stage. Always the simple rule is wherever you stand, ensure you have more light and ensure less light for the PowerPoint, right? And then we talked about red, yellow, green. Very simple. When how to move on the stage is red is you make a very important point. Whenever you make a very important point, please make sure you stop and speak. Whenever you're summarizing things or whenever you are trying to answer a question to the audience, kindly move forward, right? And when you want to move on the stage from this side to that side, please make sure you change the sentence, you change the place. That's how we do it. And then the last one is walk into 10%. If your session is for more than 1 hour, it's always advisable that you walk into the audience by 10% and not beyond that, and you always come back on the stage. That way the audience feel more connected. Only exception is if you have big screens with live video where people can see you from anywhere, you can move further. Otherwise, please come back on the stage as quickly as possible. That's what is about legs. And then what to avoid with your legs, the first thing I told you is don't keep weight on one single leg. Try to put equal weight on both the legs, right? And that will help you to look professional. Also, if you're speaking for long hours, it will sustain that energy for you. Don't do the elephant with the rope method where you keep moving forward and backward as if your leg is tight there. And also don't do the line in the cage where you aggressively move from that end to this end to that end. Avoid these things with legs. And then we talked about shoulders. Shoulders, the only simple rule is always make sure you're straight and your shoulders don't lean forward or lean backward. Just be straight, and that gives a good posture. And also, I told you that not to be super serious on the stage. Sometimes add that cute smile you have, right? So I asked you to look at your version 1.0 and see if you're smiling once in a while or you're super serious while speaking. Clear? So friends, I just want to know like how, and then we also talked about how to use your mic effectively. Right. So we have learned how to use a mic effectively. 2 important things. 1, please avoid your power hand. Okay. If your right hand is your power hand, no, please don't use mic with this because the possibility is your hand keeps moving and so it will be a distraction. Secondly, the distance is important. Right. So this is a mic. Now 3 fingers from your chin. Keep it here. It is slanting down. This is the best position where air doesn't obstruct your speech, and this will do magic because the right distance you're going to maintain for your mic, right? So learn how to use your mic. Good. So that's what we did in the last session. And I also told you to make this a habit that whenever you speak, my friend, wherever you speak, even when you're practicing at home, try to get a video recorded. That will always help you to observe yourself, and it will help you to do some self-analysis of your body language. Correct? So we're done so far. Any questions, friends? See, the best part, friends, revision always takes less time. What took us 2 hours to learn last week, we just finished in just hardly 5-10 minutes. Right? So please make sure you keep revising this content because repetition is the mother of skill. Remember? That's why. Good. So friends, today before we jump into, now we're done with the body language. We'll jump into vocal variety today. But before we do that, I asked people you to just practice you want to give. I want to know how many of you are ready. Just type me in the chat box. You know the topics, you know how to do the introduction, and you know how to use your body language now. So just type me if you wanted to speak today. Okay, Akshay Jain, who else? Okay, Nandishwaran, Parimal, okay, Nitin, Radha, nice. Okay, good. So we'll go one by one, and then we'll get into vocal variety today, right? All right, super. Akshay, you can unmute yourself and you can switch on your video and start speaking. Yes, Akshay. Good morning. Akshay, good morning.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, you are. No, so that's your mic. So that's your mic, is it? I like your mic. Nice. Okay, Akshay, you can start. You can just.
A very happy morning, all of you. Myself, Akshay Jain from Vijayawada.
Okay.
So before starting today's session, let us discuss the talk. The topic is how to improve memory. The
Okay.
audience are below level audience. The leading objective will be to educate. And the key message will be how to improve your memory power naturally by 12 ways.
By?
12 ways.
12 ways. Okay.
12 ways to improve your memory power naturally.
Fantastic.
So, memory. Memory is the most important effectivity of our brain. If you have sharp memory, you will have knowledge. And if you have knowledge, then there is no threat to the success. If you have powerful memory, then the whole perspective of our life will change. So, but nowadays, most of us are forgetting the things very easily. So, like we forgot the keys of our vehicles, and we forgot normal things in day-to-day life. So, if I ask, how many of you think you have a deep memory? Please raise your hands. So I can see most of you will raise your hands. So it's very common, guys. The people who have raised the hands and me, there is a common point between both of us. I was also the same. Before I knew these 12 natural ways how to improve the memory power, I was also the same, guys. But after knowing these 12 ways, my memory has improved dramatically. Now I can remember the whole deck of cards arranged in any random order within a span of less than 1 minute. You will also be able to do that, guys. Just what you have to do is you have to follow these 12 natural ways very, very effectively, which we will discuss in the coming session. So before going into the main session, let us discuss some 2 to 3 important facts and one small activity. So first of all, I would like to know, before the session begins, some chocolates or toffees were distributed to you. So most of you, I think you have collected the toffees. So how many of you have eaten the toffees? Can you raise your hands? Okay. So most of you have eaten the toffees. Okay. Now what was important in the toffees is, do you know that eating the toffees or any other food with added sugar affects your memory power and overall health? Yes, you heard it right. It will affect your memory power and overall health. So whenever next time you have toffees or any other food, be very cautious about the ingredients in them. So people who have not eaten the chocolates, you can have it after the session.
Nice. Akshay. Yeah. Any other topic?
So presently I prepared one topic only. Because
Okay,
it
good.
is taking around 8 to 10 minutes, so I restricted myself to one topic only.
Nice. And Akshay, I'm curious to know, like you said that 12 natural ways, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you actually have that content with you?
No, sir.
You don't have 12 natural ways?
Only for introduction purpose I have
Okay,
taken the
fine.
keys.
Good. Nice. Okay, good. Okay, friends, everyone, one positive about Akshay, please. Everybody, please participate. One positive about Akshay. Okay, he looks calm. Good start. Good speaking. Smile. Okay, nice. He's consistent. Okay. Good. So let's look at some. Okay, he's relaxed. Yes, he is. Very nice. Okay, good. Okay, friends, nice beginning, confident, very true. Nice. Akshay, so here's a few things you need to work on, my friend, is the mic distance, okay? Keep it a little closer, a little more closer, little more. Now that's the place, okay? So that's the place, okay? All the time you speak, that is where you hold it, okay? So practice that exact distance. The mic is a little far away. The audience will not be able to reach your voice if it's that distance. Okay, mic distance, please make it there. The second thing is your eye contact. Once in a while, overall it's good, but once in a while you get your eyes are wandering from the lens. So please make sure you again bring back to the lens. Okay. So other than that, there are no much areas of improvement. Let's look at the positives. I like the way you use the common point. That you and me, even I was like that. I didn't know how to use my memory. And then you said, after learning 12 ways, I really got improved. I like the way you use the common point that even I'm weak in my memory initially. I like the way you involved by asking the question, how many of you have weak memory? Put your hands up. Right. So that's a way of involving. And I like the way you created eagerness by telling them that, there are 12 ways of learning how to improve memory naturally. I'll be discussing those 12 ways with you. So that creates eagerness in the audience. It is. So overall, it's a great start. Only request would be you start with involving, you start with common point, you start with eagerness, and then you talk about, see, initially, if you go back and check this video on YouTube, you'll see that first you spoke a few sentences about memory, and then you start involving us. Correct? So actually, it should be the other way around. First, involve us, create eagerness, talk about the common point, then you start talking about memory. But if you look at your speech today, you first talked a few sentences about memory, and then you got us into this. Okay, just do the other way around. Overall, it was a nice show, Akshay. Good job. Keep it up. Yeah, thank you so much. So thank you, friends. Clap for him. Type clap in the chat box. Okay, we want Lakshmi Teja. Lakshmi Teja. Okay.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Okay. Good morning, sir. This is Lakshmi Teja.
Good morning.
Today I am going to talk about importance and power of goal setting. And this is Lakshmi Teja, and I am going to tell about how the importance of goal in our life.
Okay, one second, ma'am. 1 second. Your topic is goal setting, right? Who are your audience, ma'am?
Sir, first of all, let me talk about my main talk. The topic is the power of goal setting, and my audience are equal level audience, and
My leading objective.
leading objective is the importance and power how to effective our goal setting and
No. See, it's okay, ma'am. Lakshmi Teja garu.
okay,
Don't worry.
sir.
Don't worry.
One,
Okay.
one minute.
Sure. No
And,
worries. Take your time.
and the key motto line is importance and power of goal setting, and I am going to talk about it.
And do you want to educate your audience or motivate them or entertain them, ma'am?
I want to motivate my audience, sir.
Motivate. Okay, good. Lakshmi Teja garu, you can take a deep breath and then you can start.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. You go ahead.
Imagine we are going in a car on a road, but we don't know where we are going, how it will be. We don't know where we are going. We won't reach our place where we are destined to. For that, we must have a goal. We must have a plan where we want to reach. For that, it is important we reach our destination within time and within effective and ineffective time and effectively. In the same way, in our life, we must have a goal. We reach our goal within time and in successful way. For this, we must have a goal. And then, have you know, even out of 100% of the people, only 4% are attaining their goals and are successful in their life. What are the remaining 96% are doing? Because they don't have a specific goal. They are wasting their time and they are not attaining and focused on their specific goal. They are working hard, but they don't know their aim at. For that, we must have a goal. We must have a goal and we must focus on it and work on it to attain it. A reputed Canadian educator says that if we don't have a goal and we don't have a plan how to reach, we will not be successful in our life. This is one of the reputed person called Lawrence J. Peter from a Canadian educator. And I am going to tell about a story. One of the person who born in a poor family. Sorry, sir, my video is not working. I think so.
That's okay. No worries. We are able to see you, ma'am. Go ahead. Continue. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. A boy who went to America, and he is in America, and he went to a function called Mr. Universe function, and he saw the Mr. Universe on the stage, and he imagined how will be a Mr. Universe in the next 10 years, and he worked very well on it, and within 10 years he became the Mr. Universe, and then he planned to move on to a Hollywood actor, and he became an actor within 3 years, and he planned to become a senator of a country in US, and within 6 months he became a senator of California in US. Have you know who is he? He is Arnold
Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Sorry, sir. R will not rotate in my language.
That's it. Okay,
sir. That's it. Thank you, sir.
Good. Very good. Nice job, Lakshmi Teja. Everybody, please talk about one positive she has. Okay, she smiles. Nice. She got some confidence, right? She tried hard. Correct. Content is good. Agree. Yeah, she took the initiative. Strongly agree. She's determined. She completed her speech. That's nice. Seriously, yes. Good job. Good job, Lakshmi Teja garu. Okay. So let me talk about a few areas that we need to work on first. Okay. So Miru, you look more nervous, and that is normal. Everybody, please, when I give feedback, it's not just for her, it's for everyone. Please understand this, right? So, ma'am, you look a little nervous, right? And that is completely normal and acceptable. Don't worry. The more you do this, the more the nervousness comes down. Okay, so don't worry about that. Okay, and you need to work a little on your English. Okay, when you're trying to build a sentence, sometimes difficult to get the right words. So please work on your English a little, okay? And use your hands, ma'am. The whole video, we're not able to see your hands, okay? So use your hands appropriately, okay? And the eye contact, sometimes it's missing, it's going away from the lens. So please make sure you focus back on the lens. And don't use the word sorry, okay? See, if you make a mistake, it's okay. Don't say sorry. So you said twice or thrice sorry, sir, in between. Don't have to do that, okay? You can just go ahead with your speech. Don't have to say sorry in between. Okay, this is for everyone, friends. If you started speaking and you make some mistakes in between, that's totally okay. Don't have to stop and say sorry and continue again. Okay. And one last thing, ma'am. I don't know why your camera is zooming in, zooming out.
I don't know, sir. Actually, it is going through. I don't know.
Yeah, check it out, ma'am, because now it's fine. But tomorrow, when you're doing a live webinar, this should not be a problem for you. So please check the technicality. It's more like a cinematic effect for us, moving and moving out. So that, just take care of it. Okay, good.
Sir, actually, sir.
Yes, please go ahead.
Sir, actually, I don't pronounce Ra, sir. It will be La. For
Okay,
that,
just say Arnold.
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 Rabbit.
It will be La. If it is R, it will be L. For me,
say rabbit.
that it is a problem. Climate.
Rabbit.
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 You're doing good, actually. Okay, little practice is all you need.
While we are talking, it will be R will be go everywhere.
Right. Okay, fine. Yeah. Contact me after the session gets over. I'll give you small assignments. I mean, a few small activities to build that speech. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Just contact me after the session gets over. Now, the positives about you, ma'am. Positives is I like the way you used the word imagine. That's how you started the speech. Imagine you going in a car and we all are in the car. Agree, friends? Type yes or no. When she said, imagine you are in the car, we all are sitting in the car. Agree? So that's the best part of imagine, right? And I like the way you, as someone mentioned here, you took the initiative. Even though you looked nervous, you took the initiative and you completed the speech. Very well done. And I like the way you use a reputed person of a Canadian speaker. And then I like the research you've done, ma'am, on the topic. And also I like the story. So overall, it was a great show. Keep it up. Good job. Yeah. Okay, who's next? Type me. Yeah, Akshay, yes, she deserves a clap. Everyone, please clap for her. Okay, let's go to Sachin Kumar. Sachin Kumar, you can start your video. Sachin Kumar.
I can start, sir.
1 second, Sachin.
I can start.
One second. Yes, Sachin, you can unmute and speak. Sachin, you can start.
Good morning. I am Sachin. My topic is how to reduce screen times. My audience is below level audience. My
reading objective
is educating the audience. Keynote will be the how to reduce tips to reduce the screen times. This happens generally to us, all of us, that we use mobile during our eating, during eating. So while walking on roads and in bathroom, many times we use mobiles. This lead to the distraction to our works. While any things we do, and while using mobile phones or anything, so that lead to a distraction in that work. So how many of you want to learn the tips that how to reduce the screen times? Okay, so here I will give you the 4 tips to how to reduce the screen times. First tips is that try to notice the time period, how many time you use the mobile in a single day, and that will lead you to reduce the time using mobile phones or any other screen object. Second is, do not take your mobile to the bathrooms. While taking mobile to the bathroom, watching video in bathrooms, you will be increase your time in bathrooms by 30 to 40% more times. Third tips is that make skin-free zones in your house. Like in dining rooms, you can inform all the family members that do not take your mobile while eating, or being in dining rooms. Do not carry your mobiles, or you can make your bedrooms skin-free zones in night. And fourth tip is that uninstall the apps you use most. Like your Facebook, you are using most times in a day. So try to install that app for minimum 5 to 10 hours or 1 day, 2 day. That will help you. That will help you in realize how much times you spent unnecessary on the mobiles. Thank you.
Okay, good. Sachin, what is the last point? Say it again.
Try to uninstall the app you use the maximum that is used by the user.
Uninstall the apps. Okay, that used for max time. Oh, nice. Okay, friends, everybody, one pause too, please. Okay. TALK is clear. He tried his best. Okay. Good advice. Agree. Eye contact is good. Yes, strongly agree. Good. All right. So Sachin, things to work on first. My dear friend, when you speak, you need to work on your English, my friend. More than English, you need to work on your pronunciation. Right?
Hello.
So, right. So in the sense, when you're trying to speak, the words need to have more clarity when you speak. Okay. So please work on that. Now, for example, uninstall the apps. Please say that.
Uninstall the app.
Say it again.
Uninstall the app.
Okay. Uninstall the app. Trying to say it for uninstall the apps. Good. So when you say that sentence, try to slow down more and pronounce each word with more clarity. Okay.
Okay.
Please practice that, because on the stage when you speak, at the it's not you're speaking very fast, but your words need more clarity. That clarity can come, my friend, when you start speaking a little more slower. Okay. So try to speak a little more slower, take time and pronounce each word in full, then go to the next word. Okay, good. And other practice is required. Okay. Again, friends, this is for everyone. Okay, look at the way he started the speech. He talked about mobile phones and then screen time, and then he said, how many of you want to reduce your screen time? And then he said, I'll teach you 4 tips now. And isn't it so? Before you even start speaking about mobiles and screen time, first involve them and then start speaking. You're doing it right, Sachin. The only difference is first involve them, then you start speaking. Friends, am I making sense? All of you say yes. Always first start involving and then start delivering whatever content you want to deliver to them. And Sachin, good things. I like the way you involved and said how many of you want to build reduce the screen time. I'm sure everyone would put their hands up in the audience. I like the way you added eagerness by saying I'll teach you 4 tips today. I'm also happy because all the 4 tips you gave genuinely are very nice. Okay, though we are judging you only on the introduction part of the speech, I'm happy you just delivered the whole speech. And the 4 tips: observe how much time you're spending, because I like that, because we know awareness is the first step to change, right? And you said first be aware how much time you're spending. Very nice point. And I like the way you said don't take the phone to your bathroom. I'm sure some of the students have this habit. Friends, please restrain it. As you rightly said, you can cut down 30-40% of your time spending in the bathroom. I like that point. Okay. And screen-free zones in the house. Very, very nice point. And also uninstall apps that you spend most time with. All the 4 points sounded so appropriate to me. to reduce the screen time. Please, he genuinely needs a clap, friend. Everybody, please clap for him. Good points. Very good. Sachin, only thing is a little more practice required and little more clarity in the way you deliver is important, my friend.
Okay, I will do, sir. I will try, sir.
Thank you so much. Good day.
Thank you.
Yes, very good, Sachin. Good job. Who's the next, friends? Last two people. Okay, we have Radha and Parimal, and also Nandishwaran. Okay, we'll take these three people. Radha, Parimal, and Nandishwaran, and then we'll continue with our session. So Radha, you can unmute yourself and switch on your video, please.
So video is not happening. Am I visible now?
You are not.
Now?
No, Radha, you're not visible.
Stopped. I don't know why.
Even I don't know why.
I will come next then.
Okay, 1 second. Let me try again.
It is perfect, Radha.
Okay.
Yeah, now I can see you. Yeah.
So this is, as you have seen, he is our almighty most favorite Lord Ganesha. So I am beginning with the topic, importance of our parents, and my audience is equal level audience. My leading objective is to entertain the audience, and my key message is to make understand that how important the parents are to my audience. So showing this idol of Ganesha, I would like to tell you one story. That is, once upon a time, when Narad Muni came to Lord Shiva, bringing a very much special fruit, and told to Shiva that who is the right bearer of it will achieve the immortality and the wisdom. So both Lord Kartikeya and Lord Ganesha were present there, and they both had fight. So Lord Shiva made a proposition that the one who first finishes the 3 rounds of the earth, circumventing the 3 rounds of the earth, will bear this fruit, will have this gift. So, okay, the moment Lord Kartikeya heard this, what he did is, he went on his peacock and he, with the buzzing speed, he went for having the 3 rounds of earth. And Lord Ganesha was thinking, oh my God, now what to do? Because he has such a huge belly and he has this pet, he has a mouse. So he used his wit. He made Goddess Parvati and Lord Shiva sat together and started circumventing 3 rounds around his parents. So after completing the round, what Lord Ganesha asked Lord Shiva, give me the fruit, give my gift. So Lord Shiva asked, hey, how you can ask this fruit? I didn't get to know. So what Ganesha replied is that, see, my parents are my world. They are more than the universe for me. So by this story, we can understand that how much important our parents are. And what we get the moral is that to have the respect and love towards our parents, that they deserve it. Okay. Now coming on to the next topic, it is how to improve memory power skills. So those who want to improve their memory power skills, type power in the chat box. I really want the active participation. Okay, you have to actively participate with me. Come on, guys. Okay, very nice, very nice, very nice. I'm so happy, I'm so happy. So let's have fun today. So I'm giving, you have a task to do. Now you have to suggest me any 5 words relating to Mother Nature. For example, you can suggest me cute animals or birds. So I will handpick any 5 of them. Okay. So start doing it. Start suggesting me in the chat box. Yeah. Come on. You can. Very nice. Squirrels. Then any other? You have to give me 5 words. Puppy. Okay. Other? Parrot. Nice. Any other? Okay. Monkey. Okay. And then one more last one I will pick up. No. Any other one? Eagle. Okay. I have selected. Okay. Eagle. Monkey. Okay. Now I'm going to show you the 5 words which I have handwritten. Wait, just a second. Yeah. So view this and please don't copy, okay? You have to actively participate here. First one is squirrels. Second one is puppy. Third one is parrot. Fourth is monkey. And fifth one is eagle. Now, what you need to do is that you have to write down in your own notebook and you have to tell me how much words are right from it out of 5. Honestly participate and let me know in the chat box. Yes, you have 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very nice. 1. Very nice. Out of 5, you remember 1 in sequence. Okay. Okay, now. So I got this very much good response. So now, imagine that you are very nice, Lakshmi Teja. You got 4 out of 5, right? Okay, fine. So now let's have some fun. Now imagine that you are sitting you have got a very much big giant squirrel. You are going for a ride on it. It took a very huge leap. You both fell out of the earth. You are now traveling onto the galaxies. You found a very much beautiful structure on the planetary puppy-like structure. And then you penetrated into its mouth. And then there is a beautiful green, red big parrot who is calling you that, dear all, please come to the world of angels. So you are like very much mesmerized by seeing that parrot. So you followed the parrot. And then when you go there, you saw a monkey who is in the namaskaram position and welcoming you into the world of angels. And finally, you saw eagle, the Garuda, who is the Ram Bhagwan's Vahan. So you reached to the heaven. So now you write 5 words in that exact sequence, the way I told you the story. So now tell me, I'm giving you 5 seconds. You would be able to write. Just try to do it and let me know in the chat box. Yes, come on. You can do it. You are a very intelligent audience of mine. Yes. Okay. Anyone? No problem. Anyways, so what was my intention is that I wanted to deliver the thing basically that how you can use this strategy to improve your memory power. Very nice. Very nice, Pooja. You very correctly specified all the 5 things. Thank you, sir.
Good job. Okay, very nice. Okay, everyone, one positive about Radha, please. Using props, very true. One positive about Radha, please. Super interactive, strongly agree. Creative content. She's amazing, confident. She looks very confident, smile, good story and imagination. Okay. Kept us on toes. Nice story. Very nice. She just spoke like you. Okay. Nice. Good expression. Very true. Very good. Okay, Radha, you involve them. Too good. Good deliberation. Nice. Very nice. Radha. Okay,
yes,
let's look at some areas of improvement first. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I just want a clarification here. The second topic you talked about is how to improve memory power, and then you talked about an activity. Are you telling me that this activity is introduction? Or is
yes,
it?
Sir.
Okay, if this activity is part of introduction, it's too lengthy, Radha. Okay. So now if this activity is part of your introduction, if it's not part of your content, then it's too lengthy an introduction. You got to put this activity into the content, not in the introduction part. Right?
Okay.
And secondly, the first time you said write down as many words as remember in the same order. Okay, before you told the imaginative story of yours, which is very good. Before you said that, before you gave this story, you asked all of us to write the words as many as remember in the same order. Is that the instruction you gave us?
Yes, sir.
That instruction is not very clear, Radha.
Okay.
Okay, so when you said that, because when you're doing an activity, it's so important that the audience know exactly what they need to do. So this feedback is for everyone, friends. When you do an activity on the stage or off the stage, the rules that they are supposed to follow, repeat it once or twice. Okay, because you said something, I didn't get it clearly, and then someone typed 1 there. Okay, and then you said, okay, so just try to write in the same order. You said, then you said, and then I got the instruction. Okay, so initially itself, your instruction has to be more clear, right? Except these two. One, it's being a little too lengthy if it is part of introduction. Secondly, instruction need to be more clear, except that there are no major areas to improve. Rather, let's talk about the positives now. I have a big list of positives, and you know that. Okay, I like the way you use your props, as rightly mentioned there, right? I like the props, especially the Ganesha or the peacock. Okay, so yeah, right. So I liked it. And for importance of parents, that's a very apt story about Ganesha going around his parents. It's a very apt story. Good job. Okay, the mic you handled is at the right distance, right? And even the memory topic, I like the way you try to involve the audience. I like the activity. I like the way you creatively try to make them remember. Okay, and I like the way you made them use the imagine strategy and get all the points in the same order. Overall, it's a great show, Radha. Good job. Keep it up. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, she was confident but tried to imitate you, Radha. Okay, if you're trying,
No, sir, not at all. I have not tried to imitate you. It was my own strategy.
right? Even I didn't think so, friends. Okay, nice. Anyways, clap for her. Good job. She deserves a clap. Nice. So we have last 2 people left. We have Nandishwaran. Is it Nandishwaran? Yes. Nandishwaran, you can switch on your video, please, and unmute and speak. Nandishwaran. Yes, my friend. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Sir, am I clearly audible and visible?
Yes, you are.
Yes, sir. Wait a minute, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Good morning, friends. Honorable presenter here. Today, my talk is, the topic is to increase the memory power, and I selected my audience as below level, and the leading objective is to motivate them. And the key message I would like to give is to provide them 3 tips to increase their memory power. Yes, sir.
Yes, you can start.
Yes. Okay, friends. Before entering into the topic, I would like to share my own experience. This happened at my school days when me and my friend was studying in the same class. One day before the exam, there will be test every day morning. Before one day the exam, they will give a half an hour to study or read the content. But we used to play on the time and making chats and so on, but we never study in that time. But the next day morning, they would leave a break of 10 minutes to revise, and so that the test will be conducted. And me and my friend will study in that time, in particular the 10 minutes, and I score 6 marks out of 10 marks, but he can't able to score more than 5 marks. So this was keep on going more than 4 to 5 months. But on that day, he needed to score more marks. So he asked me to. Study on before the day study at the time they given. So at the time when we study, the next day also we studied, but I scored only 7 out of 10 marks, but he scored the equal marks, that is 7 out of 10. So I observed him and pointed out 3 tips, 3 strategies he have used to obtain more marks. So I would like to tell that 3 tips for you to increase your memory power.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good. Any other topic? That's it.
Yes, sir. That's also.
Okay, good. Everybody, one positive about him, please. Nandishwaran, one positive about him. Very good. Use of own experience. Very true. Use of hands. Yes. One positive about him, please, everyone. This time he did improvement. Yes, actually, yes. Eye contact. Very true. Okay, Nandishwaran.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
Nandishwaran, let's talk about some areas you need to improve on.
Yes,
And
sir.
friends, this feedback is for everyone. Okay, it's not just for him, it's for everyone, friends. Okay. We call them the R fillers. Okay. If you observe Nandishwaran, okay, good background. All right, nice. Okay, yeah, good background. Okay, good. Right. So, nice observation, Akshay. Good. Okay, Nandishwaram, here's a few things to improve on.
Yes, sir.
And this feedback is for everyone, friends. If you observe Nandishwaran speaking today, use a lot of R fillers. You know what R fillers means? Actually, my friend, so that R word, did you observe he doing that, friends? Type yes. Right, isn't it? So most of the speakers, they do it unknowingly. Okay, we call them the R fillers. Why do we use the R fillers? Is purely because of lack of practice. Okay, when you're supposed to give a speech, the more the practice, my friend, the ease the flow would be. Those R fillers are used generally when we try to search for words in the mind. Okay, so me and my friend so when we use that word R in between, that's a small pause we're taking just to recollect the words in our mind. Okay, and those R fillers look unprofessional, my friend.
Yes, sir.
So please make sure you practice more number of times so that those R fillers will be reduced to the max.
Yes, sir.
Secondly, when you're trying to give, see, I said, okay. So secondly, when you try to narrate an incident, okay, so try to deliver it in less sentences possible. In the sense, somewhere in between, it sounded like you're beating around the bush. The incident you mentioned about you and your friend, it's more like beating around the bush. You took more time than what is required to mention the content. Okay, because it's introduction part of it, we want you to reduce number of sentences and try to speak in a more crisp way.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it sounds a little lengthy, but try to cut it down.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And thirdly, a little English you need to work on. And this is common for everyone. Our mother tongue is not English, so we all need to work on this. Please work on your English levels. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now the positives, my friend. I like the way you started with "this happened," and you talked about your childhood. And definitely, we all would love to listen to such things. So your incident. So this happened is very nice. As someone mentioned, eye contact is good. And also, compared to the previous time you spoke, Nandishwaran, you have improved in your confidence levels, and I really appreciate you for that.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
If you go back to the YouTube video where you spoke last time and look at this video now, you will observe yourself that your confidence has improved compared to the previous time, and that's very much appreciated.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. Thank you,
overall
sir.
it's a good show, and as Akshay rightly mentioned, even I like the background. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good
Thank
job.
you, sir.
Keep it up. All the best.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we have one last person for the day to speak. Who is it? Yeah, please clap for him. 1 second. Okay, it is who else, friends? Who is the last person I mentioned will speak? Okay, Parimal, right? Parimal. Okay, Parimal, you can switch on your video and unmute yourself and speak.
Hello.
Hi, Parimal. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, you can start, my friend.
Yes, sir. Sir, I am Parimal Gayaka, and my topic for today is how to improve your memory. And my audience are the equal audience, and and I want to inspire and educate them about it. And also my key message is the 3 tips how to improve. So let's begin. Everyone knows Swami Vivekananda. So how his memory is so sharp that once the story you all have heard about it, that once he read the encyclopedia, and then someone asked him about the questions about encyclopedia, and he was able to remember 90 to 95% of it. So I want to tell everyone that the memory's power is very unlimited. And in the 21st century, all knows the Warren Buffett. So he remembers all of the numbers of his markets, like what is the share price, what is the company to company share price. He remembers it all. And also the CEO of the Google, the Sundar Pichai, he remembers all of his contacts. So that is the power. And why would someone would remember so much things? Because the memory is very important for the decision making in the personal life and also in the business world. So I want the three tips that I want to share for the memory is remember mom. So M is for motivation, and O is for observation, and there are some methods for it. So the motivation means when you are more motivated to remember something, you will be able to remember it very well. And the observation, the problem with the observation is that we don't listen properly. You should be very attentive when you listen to someone. Just give full focus towards it. And the third point is method. Personally, I have these two methods. That is one is association, and the other one is repetition. So association is personally I think is works for me, and also the search says that repetition is the mother of skills, and also the mother of memory. So we can use it. And okay, and now the next topic for is how to achieve your goals. As one of our participants today talk about the example of achieve your goals, that she said that when you are don't have the goal to go to a place, you don't know the goal why you are going to a place, you will go round and round and round, and you will not get there. So that's a good example of it. And currently the president of America, Joe Biden, he has a struggle in his life very much. He lost his daughter, he lost his wife, but still he took 50 years to get there. Okay, yesterday I read his story on his newspaper, and he took 50 years to get there at this position. He's a very persistent guy. And um, so also when the sir says when you see it, then only you can achieve it, right? And the 5 tips I want to share, the 5 tips to how to achieve your goals, right? And they are the have the smart goals. So that S is for specific, and M is for measurable, A is for which is achievable, and and R is for the relevant, and the time is for the T is for the time. So the goal should be specific, and specific means if you are if you want the income of 1 lakh per month, then you can divide into 30 days and see what is the amount, the 300 or 400 something. That is the daily target yours. And in this measurable, it should be measurable. Like in the month, I said it should be measurable within 10 days. How much should be? It should be 3,000. Second, after 20 days, it should be 6,000, and at the end of the month, it should be 10,000. Right? And it should be achievable. You should not think like in 1 week I will have the $1 million rupees. You should not think like that. And also it should be relevant to you. Like it should be relevant to you, like you personally feel like it goal. You personally feel to achieve that goal, right? And it should be time based. Also, time based means within 1 week, 2 weeks. Like the exam is after 12 days, right? So it should be it's a time based goal. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, good, Parimal. Nice. Yeah. Friends, everyone, one positive about him, please. Use of hands, smart method is good. Body posture, yes. Okay, his knowledge is good. Okay, very good content. Examples he has given is good. Okay, very nice. Okay, Parimal, you can switch on your video, Parimal. Yeah. Okay, Parimal, a few things you need to work on.
Yes, sir.
Okay. When you're about to say something about encyclopedia, in the starting, your voice was not very clear. Okay, but that's not your mistake. It's because of some technical issue. That we understand that. But you said something like, I'm sure you all heard about it. Okay. Don't use it in the introduction part. You said something about encyclopedia. Who is the person you talked about? Encyclopedia. Who remember 90%?
Swami Vivekananda.
Pardon?
Swami Vivekananda.
Oh yeah, Swami Vivekananda. Okay. So
Swami Vivekananda.
Yeah, got it. Okay. So you said Swami Vivekananda, and I'm sure you all know about it. Okay, when you say you all know about it already, it is like telling them that I'm speaking nothing new to you. Okay, so don't use that phrase in the beginning of your speech. Okay, don't say I'm sure you all know about it already. Don't use it in the beginning at least. Okay, and
Yes.
the only thing, my friend, is Parimal, I just want you to do a little more practice. Okay, little more practice, especially when you're talking about smart, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. When you're talking about that part, a little more practice is what I felt is required. But other than that, believe me, I thoroughly enjoyed your speech. Okay, so let's look at some good points. You look very confident. I like the way you took examples of repeated people. You took Vivekananda or Warren. And I like the way you used your hand gestures, very, very apt. And also I liked, can you hear me? Right. Yeah. And I like the way you did the MOM, M-O-M, motivation, observation, and methods. I like the way you put together as MOM.
Yes.
Very, very nice. That's creative. Okay. And also when you talked about goal setting, I like the way you talked about Baden, right? Because he's hot in the market. So
Yes.
talking about Baden will definitely add value to your speech, and I like the way you did that. Overall, Parimal, very, very impressive. Good job done. Clap for him, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you, everyone.
All right. Super, friends. I like the way you people are coming forward. I like the way you're trying to improve yourself. So, friends, I know I will not be able to put everyone into the speech, but my humble request to you, if you're serious of building this public speaking skill, this is my sincere suggestion to you. I'll tell you what you should do, my friends. Every Sunday, some of you will speak like this, right? But and I know that because of time constraint, I can't put everyone on the screen here. So this is my humble request. If you're genuinely interested to build your public speaking, make videos, friends. There's no better way. Okay, you make the content the way you're delivering it here before us, the same way. Have a camera before you, a smartphone, shoot a video, and keep sending to me on WhatsApp. Right, so I'll ensure I'll grab some time and look into your videos, and I'll just send you the comments, or maybe I'll mention it here in the next session. Right, so please make sure, don't get disappointed if you don't get an opportunity to speak here every single Sunday. But please don't also relax saying that, for example, let's say suppose Akshay spoke today. That doesn't mean Akshay will think that now I spoke this Sunday, for the next 3-4 Sundays I don't have to speak. Please don't get into that mode. Making sense type? Yes. Once you speak here, it doesn't mean that you're done, so you can relax. No. The more you speak, the faster you build the skill. And I repeat, your focus point should be on whatever we covered so far. We covered the king phase, we covered the introduction phase, we covered the body language phase so far, right? So to that extent, I want you to practice more. Don't have to worry about the whole speech yet, but at least what we learned, please practice it. Agree, friends? Type agree in the chat box, please. So whenever you can speak here, you'll speak here, or else you make videos and send it to me, or such videos really immensely help you, because that way you're practicing it. Also, you can get my feedback based on your videos. Super. So let's go to vocal variety now. So take a fresh page and put the heading We're done with body language. Let's move to vocal variety, friends. So let's go to vocal variety. All right. Friends, you can see the slide, type yes once. Good. Okay. So now you know how to use your hands, legs, your shoulders, your smile, and your eye contact. Now you know what to do on the stage with your body language. The next important thing in the 3 power factors. Remember? 3 power factors: quality and relevance of content, body language, vocal variety. Let's move to vocal variety because this has got. Do you remember the weightage of the vocal variety, friends? Type your answers quickly on the chat. What is the weightage of vocal variety? Exactly. So 38% weightage is vocal variety. So let's get into that. Now, when it comes to vocal variety, put the side heading 3 key elements. When it comes to vocal variety, there are 3 key elements. In body language, we have 5 primary areas, right? Remember? In body language, we have 5 primary areas. Same way in vocal variety, there are 3 key elements. Put the side heading 3 key elements. The first one is your volume, friends. Make a note of it. Vocal variety is a combination of 3 key elements. The first one is your volume. The second one is your tone. And the third one is your speed. All right, please make note of them. Vocal variety is a combination of your volume, your tone, and your speed. Right? So let's go one by one. The first one is your volume. Friends, naturally, everybody of us, we have by default a volume. Some of us are high volume speakers. And now please understand this, when it comes to volume, friends, you cannot control your volume the way you control your volume on the TV channel. Please understand that first. Okay, the way you reduce your volume on the TV, it is not that easy to reduce or increase your natural volume. So by default, when it comes to volume, there are 3 kinds of people. 1 with low volume, 2 medium volume, and 3 high volume people. Right? So you need to understand, you need to be aware as to what kind of a person are you. Let's talk about high volume people. It's easy to identify them. You know, high volume people, when they're speaking on the phone, they actually don't need a phone. Have you seen such people? Type yes. Right? Isn't it? They speak so loud. Naturally, they are high volume people. Right? And there's a second category of the low volume people. And these people, when they speak on the phone, you have to strain your ears to listen to what they're saying. They sit just next to you. They keep speaking on the phone. Still, you can't make anything out of them. Have you seen such people? Type yes again. Now, these are low volume people. Correct? And the third category is a medium volume, right? So high, medium, and low. That's how it goes. The first step, my friends, is you need to identify. It is about trying to identify as to who are you. Friends, now if you are now from your awareness, friends, if you are a high volume speaker, type high in the chat, please. If you think you're basically a high volume person, type high in the chat box. Okay, good. If you are a low volume person, type low in the chat box, please. Good. If you think, my friend, that if you're a medium volume person, type medium in the chat box. Fantastic. Good. Very nice. Ajit, sometimes low, sometimes medium. Okay, somewhere in between that. Good. So now, friends, this is the first step when it comes to vocabulary, about talking about volume. This is the first step. You need to know, identify who you are. Are you a high volume person, a medium volume, or a low volume? Once you know that, now you all gave me the answer, so you know it, right? You know what kind of a person are you. The biggest mistake people do on the stage is, suppose if I'm a low volume person, example, if I'm a low volume person, and if I go on the stage, and if I try to portray myself as a high volume person, that's where things go wrong. Did you understand? If I'm a low volume person, but if I go on the stage and if I assume that only if I am a high volume speaker, people accept me, and if I think so, and if I start shouting, because I'm a low volume, to make it high volume, if I start shouting, there I lose my natural volume. So you need to understand, my friend, irrespective of who you are, whether you're high, you're medium, you're low, doesn't matter. Please accept it. And for all, accept it. You go on the stage, low volume person. If you're a low volume person, nothing to worry. Ask the person to increase the volume on the mic, okay? And then you just have to speak so that people can listen to you. If you're a high volume person by default, nothing wrong with that. Ask the person to reduce mic volume and then speak, and the audience will be comfortable. The same applies to medium. So step one, friends, please accept it. Everyone keep your hand on your heart and say, I accept my natural volume. Please say that. I accept my natural volume. Fantastic, right? So when it comes to vocal variety, volume, tone, and speed, we're talking about volume. Please accept your natural volume, friends. Don't worry about that. Audience love to look at you from the natural perspective. We don't want you to fake to be somebody else. Be natural on the stage, so that suits to volume. Okay, clear so far? Type clear in the chat box. Good. Now let's move to tone. What is tone now? Volume we understood. Friends, you know what tone means? Your tone adds emotions to your words. Do you know that? Please make note of that. Your tone, the way you use your tone will decide or will add emotions to your words. When you're angry, you know your tone is different. When you're sad, your tone is different. When you're loving and caring, your tone is different. Do you agree, friends? Type yes. So what basically tone does, my friends, in vocal variety tone, it actually adds emotions to your words. Remember this important sentence that without emotions, words lose life. Make a note of it, please. Without emotions, words lose life. Please make a note of it. So my dear friends, when you're speaking on the stage, off the stage, where you're speaking, you got to put the right tone behind the words to add the right emotion so the message gets conveyed appropriately, right? And here's the good news, friends. The good news is we all know how to do this on a one-to-one conversation. Do you know this? All of us sitting here, we all already naturally know this. How to put the right emotion behind the words, we all know it when in a one-to-one conversation. For example, when you're at your home, if you're angry, we know you're angry. If you're sad, we know you're sad. If you're happy, we know you're happy. From the way you speak, we can make it out. Why? Because, please share the screen. Okay, Akshay, can you see my slide? Yes, right? Okay, good. Right, good. So friends, at your home, when you're at your home and you speak, we can make it out, right? Suppose you're happy and you speak, we know it because we already know how to use our tone. We know how to put the right emotions behind the words. But unfortunately, when we go on the stage, in smaller tab, screen is visible. Akshay, I didn't get it. I think it's fine for everyone. So I think you have to check it from your end. Yeah, I think it's okay for everybody else, Akshay. So please check from your end. Okay, so friends, but when we go on the stage, friends, when we go on the stage, the problem is our mind is preoccupied with a lot of other thoughts. right? This is a concern, friends. Listen carefully. I repeat again, normally when we speak to people, when you speak to your mother, when you speak to your father, brother, sister, friend, philosopher, when you speak to people normally on regular basis, on a one-to-one basis, we all use the right tone. If you're angry, you know how to say things. If you're sad, you know how to put things across. And when you speak to us, we know it. We know that you're happy or surprised or joyful or angry or frustrated. We can make out on a regular one-to-one basis, right? Okay, thank you, Nandishwaran. Thank you for helping Akshay. Good. So on a regular basis, we know this, correct? But on the stage, let me tell you what happens, friends. On the stage, when we go and start speaking, we start getting various thoughts like, you know, am I doing it right? Am I looking good? Am I looking confident? Are they liking my sentence? Are they liking my concept? You're more like validating. Agree, friends? Type agree in the chat box. When you're on the stage, what happens basically is you get preoccupied by, am I getting validated? Are my audience liking me? Am I looking good? Is my sentence fine? Is my PPT fine? So all these thoughts crop in your mind. In the midst of that, because you're so conscious about those things, we do not use the right tone behind the words. And as I mentioned, friends, when you don't use the right tone, emotions will be, without emotions, the words will lose life, remember? So that's what happens. So when you sound so flat, like the example I gave you last week, you take a guitar and you hit the same string over and over and over and over again, what happens? People will feel bored. It feels monotonous. Agree? So that's what happens for most of the speakers when they do not practice their tone, how to add the emotions behind the words, right? So how to practice tone. Volume, let it be your natural volume, accept it. But when it comes to tone, my friends, though we know how to use it on a one-to-one basis, on the stage, we don't want to fumble with it. So that's why the best way you can do, my friends, you can practice your tone with an exercise. Okay, so it looks like a very funny exercise, but believe me, it really helps you when you go on the stage. But anything is about practice, friends. What you should do, I'll tell you how you should practice this. We'll just make some of you do this right now. So who wants to participate in this activity? Type me. We'll take 5 students. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first 5. Okay, done. Lakshmi, Teja. Okay, we'll take 5 people. Friends, and I generally see the same names coming up again and again. I want even the people who are not participating to participate, please. Okay, we have Lakshmi, Teja, Pooja, Sachin, Radha, and okay, we'll take Arijit. Right? Okay, right now. Okay, that's sufficient. Okay. Okay, let's see if time permits, we'll get more people. Okay, so here's the exercise you should do at home, friends. Take some sentence. If you want to be more authoritative with your tone on the stage, in the sense, even if you're thinking of something else, your tone should be appropriately used. If that has to happen, do this exercise. Take some sentence. Okay, let's say, for example, we'll take one example here. One sentence is, let's say, my daughter is getting married. Okay, so that's the sentence. My daughter is getting married. Make a note of this sentence, everyone, in your book. Make a note of this sentence. My daughter is getting married. This is just an example sentence. And some students will get chance here right now to speak on this, this sentence, but others, please make sure you practice it at home. Okay. Now, this is how you practice. I'm going to give some emotions now. Make a note of those emotions first. The first one is anger. Please make note of it. Anger. The second one, sad. Sad. Third one, happy. Everybody please make note of them. Number 3 is happy. Fourth emotion, surprised. Fifth emotion, frustration. Frustration. Sixth one, thrilled. Thrilled. Next one, horrifying. Horrifying. Next one, cool. Cool. Next one, cry. Cry. Last one, joy. Joy. For example, I give you 10 emotions now. Anger, sad, happy, surprised, frustrated, thrilled, horrifying, cool, cry, joy, right? So this is what we do. Okay. A few of you, what you'll do is you will unmute yourself and switch on your video. And what you'll do is you will say the same sentence in 10 different ways using those 10 emotions. Did you get it? So my daughter is getting married. I want you to say it in an anger mode. Then I want to say it in a sad way, in a happy way. So use these 10 emotions and you've got to say the same sentence in these 10 different formats. Okay, how is happy different from joy? Okay, good question, Pooja. So you're happy to announce that your daughter is getting married. Okay, so that happiness is more like you want to share with somebody else that you know that this is going to happen. So this is a happy situation. Joy is like internally you're feeling so blissful from internally. So you know you got to express that in your words. Got it? If they both still sound similar, that's okay. But as long as I'm able to see the difference in your facial expressions and your vocal variety, that's what we're looking at. Okay. So who's going to start first? Quickly. Okay. Okay. Let's start with Guru Prasad Sahu. Guru Prasad, unmute, put your video on and start speaking. Say the same sentence in 10 different tones. Let's see how you do it. Hello. Yes, sir. Guru Prasad.
Sir, I'm audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible. Yes, start.
Hello.
Yes, sir, you're audible. Yes, you
are. My daughter is getting married.
Okay, you got to do this, sir. Say anger and say the sentence. Say sad and then say the sentence like that.
Okay. My daughter is getting married.
Okay.
And then sad. My daughter is getting married.
Okay.
And happy. Yes, my daughter is getting married.
Okay.
Surprise. My daughter is getting married.
Okay.
And frustration. My daughter is getting married.
Okay.
And cool.
Okay.
My daughter is getting married.
Okay.
And joy. Oh, my daughter is getting married. Finally, so.
Okay, nice, good.
Thank
okay,
you.
Friends, clap for him. Friends, I want you to pick up any 5. Okay, out of 10, pick up any 5 and speak. Who's going next? Okay, Lakshmi Teja Garu. Yes, you can start.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am, you are.
Sir, in an anger way. Sir? Okay,
yes, yes.
am I audible?
Yes.
Happy way. My daughter is getting marriage.
Okay.
Sad way. My daughter is getting marriage.
Okay.
Anger way. My daughter is getting marriage. Frustrated way. My daughter is getting marriage.
Okay.
Okay. Cool way. My daughter is getting marriage.
Okay. Good. Who's next? Okay. Duriga. Yes, you can unmute. You can start your video and speak.
I'm audible, sir?
Yes, you are. Yes.
First, anger. Anger. My daughter is getting married. Sad. My daughter is getting married.
Okay.
Happy. My daughter is getting married. Frustration. Oh, my daughter is getting married. Okay. That's all, sir.
Okay, nice. Good job. Clap for her. Nice.
Thank you, sir.
Good. Okay, last 2 people. Who wants to try next? Type me. Okay, Radha. Radha, you can start.
So am I visible now? So you have to. I'm trying, but why it's again not?
Yeah, now it's visible, Radha.
Okay. Okay. So anger. My daughter is getting married.
Okay.
Happy. My daughter is getting married.
Okay.
Frustration. My daughter is getting married. Now thrill. My daughter is getting married. And the last one, cry. My daughter is getting married. Okay,
Very
done, sir.
nice. Good. Clap for her. Clap, clap, clap. Very nice. Good job. Okay. One more person who wants to try. One more person who wants to try. Okay, we have Arijit. Okay, Arijit, you can unmute and get your video on. Yes, Arijit.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are.
Okay, first one is anger. My daughter is getting married.
Okay.
Sad. My daughter is getting married.
Okay.
Happy. My daughter is getting married.
Okay.
And then surprised. My daughter is getting married. And joy. Sorry, cry. My daughter is getting married.
Okay. That's it?
Yes, sir. 5-1.
Okay, good. Nice. Clap for him. Nice. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Friends, good. So because of lack of time, only a few people here to just try, but I the sentence if you want to. Okay, my daughter is getting married is just an example sentence. You can always take some other sentence, but make sure you practice at home, you practice with your family members, you use different tones and practice. Initially, you will tell them anger and say the sentence. You tell sad and then say the sentence. But over a period of time, without you mentioning the emotion, your family members should be able to guess the emotion. Got it? Right? So type yes if you understood, friends. So without even you mentioning the emotion, they should be able to get as to what emotion you're speaking about. Now, that kind of practice is required, friends, because even what happens with that kind of practice, when you go on the stage, even if your mind is thinking about whether my audience are validating me, you can still use the right tone because practice has been done. Okay? So, and did you observe, friends? Give me a frank answer. Did you observe that some of them who tried now not able to change the right way? Can you hear me clearly now? Friends, do you agree that when some of our friends tried now, some emotions they are not able to portray properly? Type yes or no, friends. Isn't it? I'll tell you why. It is not because they cannot do it, but because they're conscious that we are watching them. Okay, I repeat. Every emotion mentioned here, every one of you actually are capable of portraying it. But when I asked few of you to do it now, some emotions you're not able to do it. You know, for some of the emotions, they look similar, right? Though they're different emotions, when you spoke, it looked similar to us. Why? It's not because you're not capable, but because you're conscious. We are all watching you now. The same consciousness happens on the stage. Understand, my friends? When you go on the stage, there are like so many eyes looking at you, you feel conscious. So even though you know how to do it, you will not be able to do it because of that conscious feeling, like what happened just now. So even at that time, if you want to portray the right tone, practice is what is required. That is why this is the best way you can practice with this exercise. Try it at home. Try it as many times as possible. Friends, please understand these are teeny meeny activities, isn't it? It's not you have to spend hours together for building a public speaking skill. If you observe, if you look back and observe, all we're doing is learning small things, and to practice them, it takes little time. So please make sure you dedicate a few minutes every day so that you will be able to do it in a much better way on the stage, right? Good. So let's move on. The next one is after tone. What's the last one? Speed. Please make note of it. Speed. Okay, friends. So now we understood volume. Be natural. That's about volume. High, medium. Please make sure you Your words will have life with the right emotions. Do you agree, friends? You know that, for example, let's say you are going home from your college, right? And you're saying bye to your friend, and you are your loved one, maybe your mother, father, your sister, your brother, your whoever it is leaving to a far off place and will not come back after many days. So you're saying bye to them. And do you agree, though the same words bye is used here and there, they have totally different emotion behind them? Agree, friends? Type yes or no. You saying bye to your friend because you're going from your college back home and you meet them tomorrow morning again, you say bye. But if your loved one is going to a far off place and will not come back for a year or so, you say bye in the airport. Though the words are same, there's a huge difference in the way you say it. Agree? Your tone differs. Agree? That's the power of tone, friends. Though the words are same, your emotion behind the words will actually add the life to it. Right? So please make sure you practice your tone. And the last one is speed. What's your speed, friends? What's your speed? To understand your speed, whether you are a fast speaker, an ideal speaker, or a slow speaker. So you need to know what kind of speaker are you. Do you speak very fast, very slow, or the right pace? We need to understand this. To do that, we do a small activity now. I want every one of you, friends, to go and get some textbook or some newspaper quickly. You need to read something, okay? So we need at least a good amount of content to read now. So go grab a newspaper or a magazine or your textbook, just get something. And once you're ready, just type ready in the chat box. Quickly go and grab some newspaper or grab some textbook or something and come and sit. Everybody, I want to answer from everybody. Please participate. You'll come to know your speed. Very nice. Okay. So what we'll do now, friends, we'll try to identify your WPM. Okay, good. Let's understand your WPM. What is WPM? It's words per minute. Okay. So listen to the activity. The rules go like this. All of you have your textbook or some newspaper or some magazine. Good. So let's do this activity, friends, to understand your WPM. WPM stands for words per minute. Now, when I say start now, listen carefully. Don't start right now, okay? Just let's do it the natural way so to understand your right pace, okay? So when I say start now, okay, I'll put a timer on the screen for 60 seconds, 1 minute time, and you will start reading, okay? Please read in a very normal pace. Don't hurry up and read. Just the natural way, the way you normally read, with the same pace. Please comfortably read. Okay, don't hurry up. Don't do it because it's an activity. Do it your natural way. Once I say start, you'll start reading. Once I say stop, you'll stop reading. Okay, so once that is done, then I'll show you how to calculate your WPM. So are you ready, friends? Type yes. Fantastic. So when I say start, open your book and keep it ready. When I say start, just start reading. And remember from where you're starting reading it. Okay, good. Your time starts now. Start. Okay. Stop. Please stop. Good. So friends, I want all of you, friends, did you participate? Type yes first. Did you participate genuinely? Type yes. Very sweet. Now, friends, what I want to do now is please count the words from the start to stop. Just count the number of words you read now. Please count the words and write it in the chat. Count the number of words and just write your number in the chat, please. Yes. IS, is, OF, off, even they count. Okay, Navya 129. All right. Ashmita 97. 116 Arjit. 122 Tusha. 129, 105, 145. 148. 89 Radha. 169 Lionel. 190, 155, 12. 12? Pooja, 12? Oh, 123. Okay. 190, 190, 144. All right. Very nice. Okay, that's okay, Pooja. Yeah. 144. Nice, friends. Very nice. Okay, good. So now let's look at 200 Parimal, 200 Rudresh. Okay. All right. So, friends, look at the slide now. Friends, please understand this. Your natural ability to speak, your natural speed of reading is generally how we speak, friends. Do you know that? Our natural pace of reading is our natural pace of speaking. Do you know that? So when you read, you read almost at the same speed the way you speak to people on the stage, especially, right? So please make note of this. If your WPM is 100 or less, you are basically a slow speaker. Okay, please make note of it. If your WPM is less than 100 or less than 100, you are basically slow in speaking, right? Now, if your WPM is 200 or above 200, you are a fast speaker. Okay, and the ideal WPM, friends, is 160 to 170. That's ideal. Okay, please make note of that. 100 or less is slow, 200 or above is speed, and 160, 170 is ideal. Now, once that we know this, nothing to worry, friends. If you are slow, nothing to worry. If you're fast, nothing to worry. Okay, you just have to be aware of this. For example, if you realize you are a fast speaker, for example, let's look at Rudresh or Parimal. They said their WPM is 200, right? So which means they are in the fast zone. So all you have to do, my friends, is now that you know you're a fast speaker, whenever you go on the stage and speak, because your natural speed is fast, you got to slow down. You got to consciously take a decision that, okay, when I talk about the main points, I slow down. That's it. If you are a slow speaker, you take a decision to speed up your speaking, at least in a few areas when you go on the stage. So once you get awareness as to whether you're fast or slow, you can increase or decrease the speed, and that's totally in your hands. Agree, friends? Type agree. But you got to know what kind of speaker are you, isn't it? So once you know where you stand, we can always increase or decrease the speed. Also, there's a concern here. There's one more concern we all need to remember. And the concern is, sometimes, though we are naturally, example, let's say, for example, someone is 200, okay? So which means you are speed, okay? Rather, 190 means, yeah, it's almost fast. Okay, above 170 to 200 is like you're fast, rather. Okay, let's say, for example, the point I'm trying to make here is, let's say your score is 200, which means you are a fast speaker. Agree? Or let's say your score is 85. Example, 85 means you're a very slow speaker. But sometimes what happens, friends, This score you just mentioned now is your natural speed. Agree? But when you go nervousness, sometimes even though you are a fast speaker, you might become very slow, right? So this happens. There's something called natural WPM and stage WPM. You don't understand this. What is your natural WPM? You got it now. We just tried this. You got it now, right? So all the numbers you mentioned is your natural WPM. But there's something called stage WPM, which means when you go on the stage, do you maintain your natural WPM is a question mark. How will you know it? With the help of a video. If you shoot a video, next time you speak on the stage, you shoot a video and check the speed. Sometimes you'll be surprised that it does not match your natural WPM. Now, this awareness is important, friends, because please understand, to be a good speaker with a good vocal variety, your natural speed matters. Your natural volume matters. Your natural way of using your tone to add emotions matter. Only then your speech can do magic, right? You can't fake it on the stage to be somebody else. Agree, friends? So that's why now you know your natural WPM. The next thing you got to do is look at your stage WPM. Next time you go on the stage or next time you shoot a video, okay, you don't have to wait till to go on the stage. You can even shoot a video and check your stage WPM. If they both are matching, you're natural. If they're not matching, that awareness itself can help you to bring it to naturality. Agree? Suppose your WPM is example 120. Example 120 is your WPM, which is natural, which means you are basically a little slow speaker. But on the stage, you're at 220. So that says that you're so nervous, you're not being natural. So once you're aware of that, next time when you practice, you can bring it down to match your naturality. Did you understand? But my humble request is, if you're 220 on the stage, don't bring it to 120, because the ideal WPM is 160, right? So your natural is 120. Try to practice to make it 160. Also, stage WPM is 220. Try to bring it to 160. Did you understand? Type yes or no, friends. Super. Got it? So first step, know your natural WPM. Second step, know your stage WPM. Third step, try to bring both of them to ideal WPM. That's the process. And this can happen with practice and awareness. Awareness, you already have it now. So let's practice. How can we compare our natural and stage WPM? Very simple, Radha. For example, what's your natural WPM, Radha? Pooja, your natural WPM is 1, 2, 3. Nice. Okay. Radha, your natural WPM is 190, correct? Which means you are a little fast. Ideal is 160, 170, right? So now you know, Radha, that you have to come a little, you have to just little slow down, right? How to reduce WPM? Very simple, my friend Sachin. Let's look at Radha, for example. Her WPM is 190 now. So which means she's very clear that she's speaking a little fast. So next time when you practice at home, Radha, try to slow down, right? When you're trying to say a sentence, when you're trying to say a sentence, we can say it in whichever we want to say it, right? So you just have to practice to just slow down your pace a little. Okay, not much, just a little. Did you understand, Radha? So that's your natural WPM. 190, try to make it a little slow and bring it to 160 or 170. Okay, with practice. Now, the second thing is stage WPM. Radha, look at your previous videos and check at what pace are you speaking. Let's say on the video, you're speaking at example 220 or 240. Then you understand, okay, so by default, I'm at 190. I have to bring it down, but I'm at 240 in the video. I have to further bring it down. So it's an indication that you are feeling nervous, or if you are feeling excited on the video, you're increasing it further. So what that awareness, I repeat again and again, friends, awareness is the first step to change. Once you're aware, you can always practice and bring it to the ideal WPM. Did you all understand, friends? Type yes, please. Okay, Navya, 120 WPM is fine. That's what I'm saying, friends. 129 or 100 or 200 doesn't matter. That's your natural WPM. But as I mentioned, the ideal one is 160, 170, right? So now we are talking about you. 129 is good, but you can slowly practice to bring it to 160 or 170. So try to speak a few sentences a little faster than your natural pace with practice. 120, is it good? Yes, it's good. Try to add little speed to your pace when you speak. Good. Okay. So to sum it up, friends, coming to speed, to sum it up, we want to make a note of it if you want to. Step 1, identify your natural WPM. Step 2, identify your stage WPM. And final step, step 3, try to bring both of them to ideal WPM with practice. That's it. I repeat, step 1, identify natural WPM. Step 2, identify your stage WPM. Step 3, try to bring both of these to your ideal WPM with practice. Good. So friends, to sum it up, please make a note of this. Vocal variety, I talked about 3 key elements. So please write this important sentence there. Your natural volume, please make note of this in vocal variety. Your natural volume plus correct expression plus natural WPM is equal to great vocal variety. Natural volume plus correct expression plus natural WPM is equal to great vocal variety. Only thing here is, if your natural LPM is very less, try to increase it with practice. If your natural LPM is very fast, decrease it with practice. Once you wrote it and once it's clear, type clear in the chat box, please. Fantastic. Okay, so friends, that finishes the chapter vocal variety. So now you know how to deliver the content with the right body language and with the right vocal variety. So little practice is required, but you know how to use your volume now, your tone, and also your speed. So you know how to practice your vocal variety, you know how to use your body language. Let's jump into the most powerful part left, and that's how to build the quality of your content. Friends, believe me, content is the king. Okay, the quality of your content and the relevance of your content is still the king if properly supported by body language and vocal variety. That's the point here. I repeat, content is the king, friends. Even now, content is still the king, provided it is properly supported by the right body language and the right vocal variety. That's why we talked about these 2 areas first. Now let's learn how to build the right content so that audience get hooked to us. You give them the right quality and the right relevance of content. How to build such content? So put the heading, the quality and relevance of content. The quality and relevance of content. Within brackets, write down how to build great content. How to build great content. Right? So how to build great content? We will learn it next Sunday. Good. Friends, any questions in vocal variety? You can let me know. Did you understand the key elements of vocal variety? Any questions on that? Let me know. Good. So friends, frankly speaking, our syllabus is going in a good pace, in the sense by this day we should be able to cover body language and vocal variety. We are doing it, so we are on the right path, right track. We're going good. So thank you so much for your participation and support, friends. Okay. Can you pronounce in 5 different tones, Radha? Yeah, I'll do it a little later. So right now, Srinivas sir, it's over to you, sir. We can speak.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I have to set it in a sad tone saying that this session is just over. Because it is more enthusiastic, we would
That's
like to
fantastic, sir.
So, thank you, one and all, my dear students. I think because of the examinations are nearing by, I think some of the students are missing. So, ask them to prepare, see the video, and keep the track over the things. Thank you very much. If any one of you are in the Excel group, because it is missed yesterday, today evening 6 o'clock, please join. Thank you and all. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Good day.